Who would like $1 million? Anybody? There you go, $1 million for you. You want $1 million?
And this next speaker is maybe the sort of pinnacle, the lead pillar of that community. What Ami Kassar doesn't know about funding small businesses is not worth knowing.
You don't always need an investor. I call it the Shark Tank myth. And remember, if you take an investor, you just got married. And you're gonna have to live with that investor for the life of your business, or you're gonna have to get divorced. And so you have to think long and hard about that investor, and if they're the right fit for you, and if they can help you push your business truly to the next level. Sometimes they're great. A lot of times they can be a disaster.
He is the world-renowned expert on how to finance your business, how to do it in a smart way, a way that will help you scale and prevent any kind of all of the pitfalls that are involved with funding.
My question for each of you as you think about it is, what is your stretch goal? Where do you want your business to be 3 years from now? And what's holding you back? Each of us should have a stretch goal, and there are likely tools that are missing in our toolbox, whether it's we need a management team, or we need more space, or we need an acquisition or something. Imagine you had a gift of $1 million that you didn't have this morning, and you had some coins, and you had to choose, if you win $1 million, how much would you invest in your business, or how much would you invest in something else? That question of how much you believe in your business and what you're willing to put into it, it's one element of your entre profile. One more $1 million over there, I'm out. All right. If you think about it, if we each took $20 out of our pocket as a business owner or entrepreneur, there are one of three things we can do with it. We can spend it, go buy a nice bottle of wine tonight at dinner, although I'm not sure $20 will get you too far. We can reinvest it in our business, which we often do without realizing it, or as is appropriate, even though we might not get as big of a return. Whenever possible, we should be taking some chips and putting them on the side to invest in something else. Now the question is who you are, where you are, how you feel today about your business and your life. Sometimes people are gliders. A glider is someone who's worked really hard, they've got their business up and running, they're cash flowing, they're sleeping at night, they're going on vacation, and they don't want to do anything to screw it up. In contrast, a grower is somebody, I'm a habitual grower, I got bad ADD. I could be 90 and I'll still be thinking, no matter how well things are going, about my new product, my next idea, my next acquisition, my next sales technique, etc. Then there are speed bumpers who, it doesn't matter if they're growing or gliding. Sometimes no matter how hard you plan, most likely they'll hit a speed bump in business. You've got a regulatory problem, a financial problem, customers have left, new competitor, new technologies have emerged, employees have left, and then you're dealing with a speed bump, and finally an exeter. So how you feel about your business and your life also impacts your entre profile. You own a house, are you willing to put it on the line? Put a lien on it. If the business doesn't work, the lenders could take the house. Are you willing to max out your credit cards? Go to your family and friends and beg for money? Are you willing to ruin your credit? You have to decide what your risk tolerance is, because it'll be longer and harder and tougher than you ever imagined. Somebody walks to their local bank, and sometimes we think like our parents. Remember the first time you realized your parents didn't know everything? Well, I hate to tell you, your banker doesn't know everything also. There could be, you could work with your banker, and that banker either doesn't know about the SBA program, their bank doesn't do it, they don't do it well, or their incentive isn't tied to it, or maybe there's a third, someone 3 buildings down who knows about it, but they just don't do it. Don't just think that because your banker says you're not qualified for the SBA, you're out. There are over 2,200 banks in the country who work with the SBA. Every one of them uses the program slightly differently, pick pieces of it to use. Every one of them has their own credit box. Some are really good at it, some are stink at it, and you should try to use the SBA program wisely. Take a minute and think about whether it's your career or your business or your life or the company that you work for. Where do you think it should be 3 years from now? What's the stretch goal? That could be growing 10%, it could be growing 50%, whatever it might be. And you should think about that stretch goal
not just in top line money, but in bottom line in terms of profit, because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters.